Hey, it's me, Mr. Black, and I am here for lesson number 4 with the flutes. Hey, look, it's flute. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. This is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to talk about note number 4. We're going to talk about warming up each day, and then we're going to talk about how to read some notes because we're going to start jumping into our book next week. So why don't you join me? Here we go. First things first, we want to warm up on our flute, so we're going to take our head joint off. We're going to make a really good sound. In order to do that, we're going to line up our head joint, lip plate with our lips, roll it down, and you want to find the sweet spot. If you can't make this sound, chances are your flute is a little too far forward or too far back. You're allowed to roll it to find the sweet spot. Help me out. I found the sweet spot. There we go. See if you can hold this for 4 whole beats. Ready? And go. Nice. Even if you're getting this sound, that counts. For right now, that's all I want, okay? Now, we're going to tongue 4 notes. So we're going to use our tongue and go 2, 2, 2, 2. But we're not going to say the word 2 as we push the air like this. Do it with me. Ready, go. Fantastic. Let's put our whole flute together and let's review some notes. We're going to start with note number 1, B flat on the flute. Note number 1, B flat on the flute. Your thumb of your left hand goes on the thumb key down here. Your index finger is going to skip that first button. It's going to go on the second button there. Your pinky is going to come way down here and your thumb is going to go there. So our hands look like this. This is note number 1 and this is what it sounds like. Can you try that with me? 1, 2, ready. Fantastic, friends. Now, to go to note number 2, by the way, that was B flat. We knew that, Bob. Note number 2 is C. All you got to do is let go of your left thumb. Boom. And this is C. So again, my hands didn't move at all. My first finger's on that second button. No thumb down in my left hand. My right hand has the pinky down. This makes C. Now, we're going to play note number 3. This is the hard one. Now watch. My hands aren't going to go anywhere. My fingers are going to stay right where they're at, except my second and third finger are going to go down, and my first finger is going to come up. And I'm going to drop 1, 2, 3 of my right hand, and my pinky goes up, and my thumb's back here still on both of those. So again, it looks like this when you're looking at it. Looks like this. Note number 3 is D. Sounds like this. Did you see what I did? I played the wrong note. I have my fingers here. I don't need them here. I need them here. What am I doing, Mr. Black? 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this is how you play D. But you got to see, even if my fingers weren't in the right spot, I'm not going to make the right sound unless the fingers go to the right spot. So there's D. Now we're going to learn E flat. E flat's pretty cool. I like E flat. You're going to go from D, which is 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You're going to add your first finger and your pinky now. First finger and your pinky now to make E flat. Ed. First finger and pinky are added. So guess what? It's everything except for your left pinky is now down. See if you can make this sound. Do it 3 times. Ready and go. See if you can go E flat, D, C, B flat. We'll go really slow. 1, 2, here we go. Here comes D, ready and go. Here comes C, ready and go. Here comes B flat, ready and go. So maybe you weren't able to do that right away, and that's okay. I encourage you to rewind and play that again and try to practice that over and over again until you feel really good about it. Okay, that's enough of playing the flute today. We're going to take a look at what I like to call arts and crafts. It's not funny. I get it. I get it. It's fine. All right, here we go with arts and crafts. Today we're going to talk about our notes, and we're going to talk about something that we learned in week 1 of band class, which was the staff. So let's take a look at it. The staff has 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm not sure why I drew it so thick on the first one. But we remember that the staff has a clef, and our clef for flutes is called the treble clef, and it looks like this. And we remember in the treble clef that each line stands for elephants, got, big, dirty, feet. I don't know why I say it in British, but you know, E, G, B, D, F. Now let's take a look at these lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And by looking at those lines, we know that this line is E, this line is G, this line is B, this line is D, and that line is F. But you're asking, Mr. Black, what about the spaces? Well, you remember face, space, F, A, C, E. 1, 2, 3, 4. So F is the first space, A is the second space, C is the third space, E is the fourth space. Now we're going to talk about our notes. Let's talk about note number 1. You guys know it as Bob, or as I like to call it, B flat. B flat is on the third line because we know that elephants got big is the third line. So let's draw B. And when we have that B, the stem's going to go on that side of it. With that B, because it's B flat, it's not just B. We have to add a little flat sign next to it. So that's note number 1, B flat. Okay, also known as note number 1. Now let's talk about note number 2. You know it as C. Well, look, F-A-C on the third space. So C is going to be right here. And we know that that is C, and that is note number 2. Remember, all we're doing is taking our thumb off for that note. And then we've got the hard one for flute, which is D. Ooh, that looked like a P. That was weird. Let's go to D. D. There we go. Note number 3. And let's think about this. Elephants got big, dirty. It's on line number 4. By the way, I'm left-handed, so I can tell that this is really obstructing our view. So we've got our first 3 notes. This is how you read them on the staff. B, C, and D. Third line, third space, fourth line. Let's talk about the next note, though. This is note number 4. I'm going to erase this because I need to move these over clearly so that I've got all of my staff so you can see it. There we go. Okay. Let's talk about note number 4. We said it was E flat, so I'm going to write that down. E flat. We said it's note number 4. And let's think about face, F-A-C-E. Well, our next note, note number 4, is going to be up in this top space, space 4. And just like our B flat, we add a little flat sign, looks like a little B, next to E there. So now this is how you read your first 4 notes of your music. B flat, third line. C, third space. D, fourth line. E flat, fourth space. Now that you can do this, I'm going to give you a challenge, and I want to know if you can figure out what order the notes are when I put them on here. Let's check it out. All right, here we go. This is the new order that I put them in, and I'm going to ask you to figure out what that is. And we're going to go over it in just a second, but I'm going to sing Terrible Jeopardy theme song for you so you know what you're doing while the time's going. Here we go. Do 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 da da dee da dee da 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 dee da. I guess this is the jazz version. Da 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 dee da 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 da. All right. Let's talk about what this note is right here. Do you know what it is? Well, let's identify. Is it on a line or a space first? We know it's on a space. We know it's on the fourth space, F-A-C-E, and it's E flat. So we know that that is note number 4, E flat. Very good. If you got that right, nice job. Let's go to the next note. Okay, space or line, it's on a space. Is it on the first, second? Oh, it's on the third space, F-A-C. We know that that letter is C, and we know that that's note number 2 on the flute. Let's go to the next note here. Is it on a line or space? It's on a line. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's on the fourth line. We know elephants got big, dirty. D, very good. That is note number 3, and it's D for us. And let's go to the last note here on line number 3. 1, 2, 3. Elephants got big, B flat. Uh-oh, guess what? Note number 1. Hey, friends, if you did that correctly, nice work for you. If not, don't worry. We'll keep practicing and getting better at it. I might even have some cool activities for us to do. This week's challenge, before I forget, is this. Now that you know where the notes go on the staff, your goal is to draw a staff and to draw hot cross buns using those notes. Now, I'll give you a hint. It only uses the first 3 notes, okay? Hot cross buns using only the first 3 notes. See if you can draw it. If you can draw it, do it. Email me a picture of it. You might win a Rancher of the Jolly. I might show up to your house and hand deliver it to you. You rock. Have an amazing day. I can't wait to see you in lesson number 5.